Ogden, Utah is anything but your typical mountain town. Located just 35 minutes north of Salt Lake City International Airport, Ogden is a mecca for outdoor adventure. Our vibrant community welcomes visitors from around the globe to its world-class ski resorts and dozens of independently owned and operated restaurants, breweries, and small businesses. After winter ends, the spring sun melts away snow from the Wasatch Mountain peaks and fresh water runs down into the valley rivers and reservoirs. Utah's Spring Runoff event follows the flow of the Ogden River from the valley to the city every year on the third weekend in May. Welcome to the Ogden Marathon. For over 20 years, this USA Track and Field certified course has taken runners on a journey along rivers and around valley reservoirs, through scenic Ogden Canyon, and along the Ogden River Parkway path for a grand finish downtown on Ogden's famous historic 25th Street. This Boston Qualifying gentle downhill course can be broken down into 4 main sections: the Upper Valley, the Reservoir, Ogden Canyon, and the Parkway. The full marathon start line is up the South Fork of the Ogden River, 8 miles east of Huntsville, where you'll lose about 200 feet of elevation during those miles heading back towards town. As you approach Pine View Reservoir, you'll be met with more beautiful views and mostly flat roads over the next 6 miles while you circumnavigate the reservoir, passing through the valley towns of Huntsville and Eden. Along the way, the 13.1 mile mark will be there before you know it as you pass through the start line for the half marathon. On average, runners arrive to this point in roughly 2 hours, with the fastest people getting there an hour and 15 minutes after the start of the race. Full marathoners will be met with a fully stocked aid station, medical support, and a jolt of energy from the wonderful staff and volunteers who stay out there all morning to cheer you on. Next comes the only significant uphill on the course, 170 feet of climbing before it's all downhill, all the way to the finish. As you wrap around the west side of Pine View and cross the spillway, you'll enter Ogden Canyon. This section is where you'll experience the bulk of the elevation loss and pick up speed over the next 6 miles with 800 feet of gentle decline. The scenic views throughout Ogden Canyon are unmatched, elevated by the sound of rushing water and pounding feet echoing from the canyon walls. The unique opportunity to run down this canyon only comes once a year for locals. The road is closed to through traffic during the race, allowing for a serene runner experience, and the added safety provides an opportunity for local volunteer groups to sweep the river and clean out thousands of pounds of trash each year. Roughly halfway through the canyon, you'll pass the start line for the 12K race and know you're approaching the home stretch. After fueling up at an aid station and exiting the canyon, runners will be directed onto the Ogden River Parkway for a couple of flat, gentle, shady miles heading toward downtown. As you come off the Parkway, runners will pass through the Ogden Arch and get your photo taken under one of our city's favorite and most recognizable landmarks. Once you hit Grand Avenue, you're now in your final mile and are on a straight shot to the end with the finish line in sight. You can expect to see Grand Avenue lined with people bursting with energy. Members of the community, local businesses, and volunteers come out to cheer you on at themed hoopla stations with motivational signs, costumes, noisemakers, and more. You'll be welcomed to cross the finish line on historic 25th Street by cheering crowds, live music, and a bustling finish line festival for you to enjoy while you recover. After the race, you'll find no shortage of things to do in Ogden. Take a self-guided downtown mural tour, check out the shops on 25th Street, or grab a bite to eat at one of the many local restaurants. And if you still have some energy left, hop on a nearby trail and go for a hike. The Ogden Marathon is produced by the Goal Foundation, a nonprofit whose mission is to inspire the greater Ogden community and its visitors to get out and live by participating, volunteering, and spectating at recreational events, programs, and activities.